Today I have a heat-friendly wig from Raquel Welch. This is Always. She has a basic cap, otherwise known as a machine-made cap, heavy layering, and curl. So if you like that, then let's talk about Always and learn more about her. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. Name Brand Wigs sent me Always so that I could show you this one and we can learn all about this style by Raquel Welch. Name Brand Wigs is a great online retailer. I've been a customer of theirs for almost 6 years and I really love partnering with them on just every review that we have time to do together. I will put a link to this piece in the description as well as a coupon code that will save you 30% off this piece and all Raquel Welch styles at the Name Brand Wigs website. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. This one's a really unique one because we've got heavy layers in the front and really no curl up here. But then we've got this cascade of curls. One thing I love about styles like this is the updo and ponytail potential is excellent because we've got the front has these layers that can make a ponytail when you're wearing a wig look super realistic, but you've got like the perfect amount of hair back here that, I mean, this would be so great for ponytails. You could even do a twist, stick a claw clip in, and then let those curls spill over, and suddenly you've got a great updo wig. Really great updo wig and ponytail wig. I say that because I know I hear from a lot of our wig sisters asking me, telling me maybe you have a wedding to go to or something and I don't know what hair to wear. My daughter's getting married and I don't know what to do. I think finding a wig like this, doesn't have to be this one, but like this, where you can do a fun updo, you can put clips in, you can put pearl, barrettes in and let the curls spill down and it will look like you actually went someplace and had your hair done and it will take you 10 minutes max. You could even style this on a mannequin head, get everything clipped up where you want it, and then on the day of the wedding or the event, how I would do it is I would grab it by the ear tabs and I would just kind of stick it on like this instead of flipping it over my head and then kind of pull it down by the nape, and then you can actually have it pre-styled and put it on ready to go. Now this one does have, it's a side swept bang, but because it doesn't have a lace front, you can absolutely wear it as a full bang and just take a thinning razor and trim it so that it's the right length for you. I have a video showing how I do that and it's such an easy way to modify a wig and make it your own without having any hair cutting skills or even having to go to a stylist. You don't have to put a full bang in this because it does sweep to the side pretty well, but I just think you'd probably be playing with it a lot, so having a little bit shorter of a bang will make that a little bit easier to wear. Or you could take a cute little clip, do a side, just as long as you can't see because there's no lace front, so you don't want to lift it up, but you can definitely get it to the side. And if you're going to wear this in like an updo, you could totally sweep it to the side and then do something with an updo. So I think there is really a ton of potential with this one. Let's look inside the cap, because I know I have some new wig wearers watching or women who are considering wigs and you don't know what I mean by a basic cap. So it's otherwise known as a machine-made cap. There's no lace front, there's no monofilament for parting up here, which kind of don't really need with how they styled this one. We have a lot of open wefting for airflow. We have open ear tabs with a bendable stay, no extended nape, and then we've got Velcro adjusters. There's all that open wefting and it's a pretty stretchy cap as well. Let me cinch this in a little bit. It was feeling a little big on me, so I'm just gonna tighten it up a little bit with those adjusters and then I can tell you how, at least my assessment of fit on this one. Yeah, that feels a lot better, but it does have a lot of stretch. So Raquel Welch is known for running pretty true to average, and I would say this one is running very much like standard Raquel Welch. So I like to use a brush on, I'm not going to brush through it because of curl, but I am going to use the brush on the bangs because I think it just helps to smooth bangs out in a way that a wide tooth comb just doesn't. And because this has heat-friendly fibers, you can also use a hot air brush or heat. If you really need to redirect these to the side, you can do that, which I really appreciate. Back to fit. So I do think this is running very true to average. I'm getting, you know, not quite as much cap up here as I sometimes get, but I do think this is running very kind of Raquel Welch, true to average. I have a 22¼ circumference, 21¼ circumference, 21¼ and I cinched this in a fair amount. I also have just slightly over 12 inches ear to ear and 12½ inches front to nape. So I'm getting some extra cap. I would say this has a moderate density, but it's not a heavy density because there's not a lot of hair here for that ponytail, which is why I think it would be great for ponytails and updos because it's not going to have an overwhelming amount of hair that you have to deal with. And I would say that it has a little bit of Permatease, but not a ton. I'm feeling some Permatease here on the crown, but all I feel is a little bit of crimpy fibers. So it's actually fairly flat on the top. You're not going to play with this one and get a lot of volume if that's something you like to do. You're just not going to have that with this one. So I would say that if you don't like Permatease or you get overwhelmed by wigs a lot, this one's not going to have a lot of volume. It's really how you deal with this front because of how long it is. That's really the only piece of this that I think each one of us is going to have to wrestle with if this is one that you want to try. We made it to color. Shaded Hazelnut. One of my favorite Raquel Welch colors. In the very beginning, this was like the only color really that I could wear outside of dark browns. It is a gorgeous medium brown with ginger highlights. And then it's got medium brown rooting. They do have a hazelnut that doesn't have the rooting. So do keep that in mind. I don't know if this wig comes in hazelnut, and that's the other thing, Raquel Welch has a ton of colors. Not every wig comes in every color. So you can look, if you don't want the darker rooting, you can certainly look to see if this one comes in hazelnut, but do know that they've got a shaded hazelnut and a regular hazelnut. And the code for the shaded hazelnut is RL8/29SS. So an 8, that's the base color, and that's just a medium brown. It's usually a little bit of a warmer brown, but it can sometimes be a little ashy. I think they're using a warm 8 on this one. And then we've got a 29SS, which is just a gorgeous, kind of a light auburn. Sometimes it can look strawberry, but I'm just seeing beautiful auburn highlights on a medium brown base. Very warm. Just love the color. The thing with a color like this though, you might be asked, who does your hair if you go out in a color like this? So just be prepared with an answer and everything will be fine. All right, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Don't forget to check out name brand wigs. They're wonderful. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. SS Hazelnut. I think this is one of my favorites. I love this color. Just so gorgeous. All right, there you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.